wondered what would happen if you could meet your future self, not in a dream, but in reality? This is the story of a man who did, and what he saw changed his life forever. There once lived a man named Thomas Gray, a successful merchant in the heart of 18th century London. To the world, he was a man of wealth and influence, but to those who worked for him, he was known for his cruelty, greed, and arrogance. He cheated his workers, overcharged his clients, and laughed when the poor begged for mercy. To him, life was a game, and he was always the winner. One stormy night, as thunder echoed through the sky, Thomas was riding home from the docks when his carriage broke down near an old graveyard. The driver went to fetch help, leaving Thomas alone in the dark rain. As he stepped out to inspect the wheels, he noticed a faint light flickering between the tombstones. Curiosity, or perhaps fear, pulled him toward it. There, under an ancient oak tree, sat a man beside a lantern, wearing the exact same clothes as Thomas, even the same scar across his hand. Thomas froze. "Who are you?" he demanded. The man looked up, eyes tired, face aged, but unmistakably his own. "I'm you," the old man said softly. "20 years from now." Thomas laughed, though his voice trembled. "A trick? Who sent you?" The older version sighed. "You won't believe me now. But tomorrow, when your ship Seraphina sinks, and you lose everything you built through deceit, you'll remember this meeting." Thomas stepped back, shaking his head. "Impossible. My ship leaves at dawn. It's my fortune." "Your fortune," said the old man, "is built on others' misery. And misery always finds its way home." Then, before Thomas could respond, lightning flashed, and the old man vanished, leaving only the flickering lantern behind. The next morning, Thomas rushed to the harbor, and his blood ran cold. The Seraphina had sunk in the night storm. Every man aboard was lost. 4 days, he couldn't sleep. His arrogance was gone, replaced by fear and confusion. And then he saw it again, that same lantern glowing outside his window. He followed it into the fog, and found a mirror, leaning against a wall, where the light shimmered. Inside it, his reflection spoke. "Change, while you still can. Your fate isn't fixed, unless you choose it to be." From that day forward, Thomas began to change. He forgave his debts, rebuilt homes for those he'd ruined, and treated his workers as family. Slowly, he became known not as Thomas the Greedy, but Thomas the Just. Years later, as he lay dying, he whispered to his son, "Every man meets 2 versions of himself, who he is and who he could be. The wise one listens before it's too late." The lantern by his bedside flickered one last time, and went out. Message: Fate shows us glimpses of what we might become, but it's our choices that decide the ending.